Hello and welcome to another episode of the Nolhy is Essex, where I look back at the weeks gone by on the show that is almost finished and still taking the UK by storm. Coming up this week, we've got again some interesting new characters, some funny scenes, and a look back on the week's events. But first, on this show, we are so used to seeing boobs, it's become the norm, but normally on a lovely female, as opposed to James Arge.
Wow.
Oh, they ain't got no small, have they? What?
Impressive stuff, Arge. Well done. Now, Mark is known for saying some weird things, most of which is concerned around Bob Basic. Everything's Bob Basic. Oh, just Bob Basic, mate. You want to stick to Bob Basics, mate? You stick to basics. Bob Basics. And here's another one of his funny sayings. I quite like this one.
Skinny's me, is it? Don't talk Tom Tip. Christ.
Now from one tip to another, as we visit Joey Essex, and Chloe is telling him how she feels about his attempt at becoming Essex's new master chef.
Talking about squashing shit, I didn't think it was possible to make spaghetti bolognese this bad, Joe.
Time for some sport now, as on the tennis court we had a real match-up. Arge and Amy faced Mark and Lauren, and we sent our own umpire, Terence Rattigan, down to make sure that everything ran smoothly. Hello and welcome to the Essex Forfeit Cup.
Here we go!
Hello, boys.
No! It's out of there! You big banana!
But
That's out of there!
banana, you say? Got one here for you.
Love 30! Leave it? Yeah. Out!
Yes!
It's out! Bullshit! Love 40!
Love 40.
I dropped my racket.
Oh, Amy. Oh,
Sorry.
Amy. New balls, please.
I bet Andy Murray is shaking in his boots as we speak. Now, I'm very pleased to announce a new segment on the show because, as you might have seen over the past few weeks, there's been a love triangle developing between Mick, Chloe and Gemma, and we have our own resident psychologist Hans Vonyetit, who's going to be passing his expert knowledge over the last week's proceedings on the show. So, welcome Hans, do your worst. Thank you, Nolhy, and welcome to my segment of the show. Now, Nolhy has asked me to look at the love triangle that we see on the past few weeks on The Only Way is Essex. So, here I am to do this for you. In order to fully explain the love triangle on the show, we have to represent the characters in the studio here today. So, first character in the love triangle is Gemma, as you can see here. Now Gemma is represented by an orange here because she's very juicy, very bubbly like the summer fruit, and as you can see has big blue eyes, luscious lips, and the blonde hair. Gorgeous. Gemma. Also in the love triangle is her rival, Chloe. As you can see here, Chloe represented by the flamenco dancer. Very elegant. This is Chloe. And finally, of course, we have the man at the center of all of the troubles. It's Mick. Mick represented by a potato, because he can be fried, mashed, or boiled. This is Mick. So, on with the show, and the first scene we're going to be looking at is in the tarot reading tent, where Gemma is giving a fortune teller advice to Chloe. Let's check it out.
You're in love with me.
I'm not in love with him, no.
Yeah,
But he did invite me here today.
Did he?
Yeah. He's lovely, but I don't know. I just don't know.
I think that basically, like, you'll have fun with Mick, but there won't be no longevity with it, okay?
Very interesting indeed. So what we see here is Gemma not being entirely truthful to Chloe about her feelings. When Gemma is saying, "Are you in love with Mick?" she actually means, "Stay the fuck away from my Mick." And when Chloe says, "Mick invited me here today," she is saying, "He fancies me, you mug." And when Gemma says, "I don't think there's any longevity in the relationship," she is again saying, "You may be able to shag him once, but I want him as a man." On to the next clip.
Oh, baby, here you go. You watch sweetheart? You having a good time?
I've had a great time.
Have you?
Loved it.
Anyway, it's really nice to get to know you a bit better.
Yeah, I think when you get older, you start realising like how many real friends you've actually got.
And I've got to find out that you had a daughter.
Yeah.
And obviously you're a mum and everything else. It gave me another perspective on you as a person.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that.
What's
Definitely.
it like being a mum? Do you enjoy being a mum?
To be fair, it has really changed me.
You fucking motherfucker.
Interesting. So, we've met all these three characters in the love triangle. Let's see what happens when they get together. And let's throw in an apple pie for good measure.
Hi, baby, all right?
Yeah, you?
Wow. You never cease to amaze me.
You having a good time?
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Good.
Really having a good time.
Good. Did you enjoy your pie?
Oh, did that come from you?
Did you like
I
it?
actually thought Chloe had left it to say thank you for something.
But it's not like I could just walk up to you and snog your face off. I wanted to be subtle about it. I just wanted to offer you the pie as a gesture.
Oh, sorry. So, we have a very interesting love triangle set up. And it continues to be interesting next week as well. So, please join us for more analysing then. Auf Wiedersehen. Thank you very much, Hans. Wow, that was very exciting and very interesting. I'm sure you'll agree. Now, it's coming up to the end of the show.